these laws that have just happened seem to be targeting. I don't want to get into the weeds too much on it. You know what I mean? I've got views on this that maybe aren't popular, but
Yes.
I got a feeling that I made a joke on one of my videos. I said basically, I think Portugal's not throwing the baby out with the bathwater. They're throwing the baby out and keeping the bathwater. But I could get in a lot of trouble for expanding on that. You do with that what you will. But I think there's been a lot of kind of misinformation, a lot of straw manning. I think this idea that foreigners are coming here pushing up house prices, for example, is ridiculous. I think Portuguese people are greedily overinflating the prices of property and selling them to foreigners would be a more reasonable way of putting it. And also the fact is that most property transactions in Portugal occur between Portuguese people. And I made a video a couple of years ago about AL, for example. Over 95% of Airbnb in Portugal is Portuguese owned. So there's, you know, people are blaming wealthy, so-called wealthy foreigners for, you know, crimes they're not committing, to put it in a better way. And also the fact is a lot of us aren't wealthy, right? You know what I mean? We may be, you know, possibly more privileged than a lot of local people, but I think this idea that every single foreigner is wealthy is a bit overdone as well. So I think what's going to happen is a lot of people who are contributing, who until a few weeks ago were very, very committed to becoming Portuguese, were very, you know, about promoting Portuguese culture, and you know, were kind of good citizens, law-abiding citizens, people who weren't going to depend on the state in any way. I think that's going to be, generally speaking, a loss to Portugal, if I may say it that way. And I don't think it addresses.
Yeah, the question was asked and you answered it, and I don't think it does address. I think I would agree with T Duck's assessment here, saying it quite simply. It's just posturing.